I bid y'all good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching this transmission. This was sent to me about 44 times today, so I'm reading it as a must. Guys, don't forget to join us tomorrow night for Trends in the Housing Market Live, where we can talk about housing pretty much day, night, and morning, and afternoon, evening, nonstop. It's the most talked about topic in the planet. Unaffordability stretches all over the Commonwealth. All right, guys. Canada has never had this much housing under construction at the same time. Now, I just finished reading an article on my channel. It's uploading right now. It's 44%, where a good percentage of Canadians can afford low income, not minimum wage, low income Canadians are out of reach for housing. 96% of low income, not minimum wage, low income Canadians can't afford 96 to live in 96% of the suburbs or cities in Canada. For a two bedroom, and for a 1 bedroom, it's 94% or 91%. I just read the article. I couldn't believe it. So why are they building all these places if no one could afford to live in them? What's the point? Well, we'll get to the point. Canada's never had this much housing under construction at the same time. So this is posted today from our friends over at Better Dwelling. Get over to their website, subscribe, and get your newsletter. Better Dwelling is a great place to actually get true real estate financials. Canada's recent real estate price boom is creating a lot of incentive for development. Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, CMHC, data show housing under construction jumped in Q4 of 2019. The number of homes currently being built across Canada is now at the highest level since ever. So, yeah, you could see that. Canada has never built this much housing at the same time before. Canada has never built this much housing at the same time. There were 274,829 units under construction in Q4 of 2019, up 2.82% from the previous quarter. This represents an increase of 7.4% from the same quarter a year before. The current peak is a little over 30% higher than the previous peak. So here it is, guys. Canadian homes under construction. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at it here, 71, 72. That's when, right here. Here is when they had the rush of Europeans moving in. This is when Europeans started to flood in. Portuguese, Italian, Greek. Who else were coming in? Not too many Spaniards, but lots of laborers, construction workers. And then things started to kind of taper off a bit, and then housing. This is when we went to this in 1990, 91, 90, where things kind of stagnant for a while. Then it started picking up back in 2000 and just taking off. And it's kind of funny because they closed, in 93. You see how it goes down here in 93? It's because they closed immigration from Europe. Canada in 93 or 94 permanently closed immigration from Europe around right here. That's where you see the huge dip. Ontario hasn't built this many homes since 1973. Ontario represents the largest segment of units currently under construction. The province represents 118,576 of the units in Q4 of 2019, up 2.33% from the previous quarter. Units under construction are up a whopping 8.77% from the same quarter the year before. Previous peak for housing under construction was all the way back in 1973. Look at that. So I just read the article. I'll even tell you what it's called. Low income can't afford. Let me see if I can go into the details here. 91% of Canadian cities. A new study shows that unaffordable this country has become. Cities like Vancouver and Toronto basically are out of reach for anyone making less than $70,000 a year. Now, a majority of these places are being built in those higher end cities or more expensive cities. Who the heck is buying? Look at this. This is a joke. BC has over 47% more houses under construction than any other period. British Columbia also represented a decent chunk of its units currently being built. The province represents 65,941 housing units under construction, up 2.39% from the previous quarter compared to a year before. This is an 8% increase. Currently, the number of units under construction is 47% higher than the other previous peak. So here it is. Look at BC skyrocketing. So here it is, 82, 84. Then, you got this. This is normal. This is normal right here. Then you got a little bit of a buildup on free low interest rates and bubbles, and then the black swan swooped in 06, 07, 08, and then boom, kind of brought things back to a normal level, and then boom, that's it right there. Good night, Irene. Lights out, Irene, or bar the door, Katie, or Katie bar the door. It's over. Canada's recent real estate boom suppressed a lot of investment into construction. Again, the boom spurred a lot of investment into construction. Investment into construction. The country is now building more units than it ever has. Most of this supply won't be hitting the market in near year term, but when it does, it's going to relieve a lot of pressure of prices moving higher. Okay, that's true. This is true. Yeah, the more you put on the market, but the problem is the amount of empty units on the market. We're looking at, like in Vancouver, we're looking at 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 2.5 units are empty. They're all owned. They're all foreign invested owned. A lot of these units, when you track back these numbers or where they're coming from, it's all goes back to a corporate number. Nobody, like, who owns this, right? So that's what's happening. So now, okay. Now, we covered the article. I covered the article in the last video. Low income, can't afford. Majority of low income Canadians can't afford, not minimum wage, low income Canadians. So Canada's never had so much housing under construction at the same time. What does that tell you? I'll tell you what that means. Bring in your money, clean it in Canada. We will clean your money. Canada would be in a recession without money laundering. Well, yeah, of course, because right now we're in a shrinking economy. This won't be happening the last 5-6 years. We wouldn't be having this right now because we'd be in a shrinking economy and nobody would be buying houses. So they're going to have to figure something out. But what do? Let's lower rates and give people homes. But then when we raise them, they go bankrupt. So here it is. Canada would be in a recession without money laundering. The amount of the amount of money laundering is an underestimate, so it's under. Canada layering. Funds were washed in entering Canada for layering or integration. It's not layering. Layering money is you buy a piano, you own a piano store in the mall, you don't make any sales, but you pay your taxes, you actually contribute to the infrastructure, and you slowly layer money through the company, you take your vacations once a year. But no, over $200 billion money laundering across Canada over the last 5 years. $200 billion. This makes Breaking Bad look like a walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? Wow. This represents 2.13% of GDP. A fairly consistent number seen over a 5-year period. From 2011 to 2015, the total estimated amount of money laundered is $200 billion. This excludes reinvestments typical in the layering and integration process of money laundering. Shadow flipping. Oh, here it is. It's broken down by province. $6.4 billion in BC in 2014, $6.3 billion. I just can't believe. Luckily, it's not me that's doing it, because I'd be doing a penitentiary sentence. Woo! And does it even count money being laundered through casinos and stuff? I don't even think that's even it. So, let's build more homes. And the last article I read, study shows that unaffordable. Let me just. The video is going to be up in a few minutes here, guys. A low income can't afford rent in 91% of Canadian cities. And that's not minimum wage. That's just lower income. So, what's the point of building all this? Because you're going to launder your money, leave everything empty, and nobody has a place to live. Then pent-up demand, and then the black swan swoops in. Nope, black swan hit a wall. Because our banks are going to keep lowering interest rates, we go into negative territory. But the savers and the people that didn't play this game end up paying for it in the long run. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to kind of sing a song for you guys. Put it in the words of a timeless song. I should have sang The Heat of the Moment. It would have been better. And guys, if you haven't yet joined the channel, come on, join the channel. Everyone's been joining. Get a few perks here and there. Thanks for watching the videos. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook. If you want to message me, go ahead and message me here. That's what the Facebook page looks like. There's 117,000 followers. That's the right page. There's a lot of fake pages out there. Watch out. Like 2 fake pages. I think one of them got taken down. Patreon supporters, thank you very much. And don't forget to pick up Mike in the Night. And you'll love this stuff, man. I've already sold a couple of sweaters. I've already sold a couple of things. I'm really happy, grateful. People are actually going. We got Trends in the Housing, Morning Coffee with Mike. I was on the guest. Here's the pilot episode. These are really good quality. They're really good quality sweaters. Like the sweaters are, people have been commenting. There's the Mike in the Night pilot episode. There's the back. It's really nice. So you can find the links on top of my channel up here. If you want to support up here, you'll support the transmission. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to check out my videos. Shopping mall vacancies hit 2-decade high. Dear neighbor, want to swap houses. And raising auto insurance costs means less hiring of young drivers. Blue state exodus gains momentum in the United States. American hospitals seeing bankruptcies. And last week's controversial Mike in the Night. If you haven't seen this Mike in the Night,
trying to help Australians, like source from Australia, and
you want to watch this one. It's actually really good. Let me know, comment below. Don't forget to join us on our live broadcasts and call in and be part of the show. Thanks for watching.